Meet Jeff. He's a third-year biomed student. He enjoys most courses but struggles to specialize now that he's in year 3 and needs to pick 3 modules out of 22 options. He was online for the past 2 years and doesn't know any older students, so he can't ask for advice on picking modules. Meet Adia. She's a 4th-year physics student and is highly involved in PhysSoc. Last year, she was recommended the lasers module by her hall senior and loved it so much she wants to recommend it to future students. On the other hand, she hated principles of instrumentation because of bad teaching and coursework. She wants to give advice to future cohorts.
So what's the problem here? Many students believe that they don't have enough information to make well-informed choices about which modules to pick, with some of them saying they regret picking the modules they picked. Even the students who said they were happy with their module selections relied on course-specific resources or asked friends in older years for advice, which not every student will have access to. Additionally, students are faced with a daunting number of module choices. For example, in the 3rd year, physics students have to pick 5 modules out of 29 options.
Our primary research interviewing a random sample of 22 students indicated that 63% of students we interviewed had difficulty picking the modules they chose. The interviewees that said that they regret taking modules often use their friend as a main determining factor. A common sentiment from undergraduates we interviewed was the need for student advice, with 57% wanting previous student advice. Members of staff shared the sentiment that students are often underinformed and lack enthusiasm and engagement in their modules as it isn't what they signed up for. Here are some snippets from our interviews.
I will ask people like a year above me to ask how is the lecture, like how is the course, how is the whole structure, how is the exam.
Most people think they're signing up for something that they're not signing up for, but...
Yeah, I regret taking my current modules.
It's not what we expected.
There's just so many that you're just like... You almost stick to what you know, right? But then there's all these amazing modules that you probably avoid because you just don't know much about them. You just don't know what they are and you don't want to risk it.
You think student feedback from previous years, like reviews or like ratings, would be useful anyway?
Sure.
Yeah, definitely. Like I even though I didn't go to that, I spoke to like 2 or 3 older students in physics just to get information. So I felt like I didn't really need to go, but yeah, it was crucial to be honest.
Through our research, we came to the following insights. There was less regret about module choices when older students were consulted. Older students were willing to talk about the experience and give advice. For example, the crowdsourced computing 3rd year module guide is 14,000 words. Although some courses had plenty of information in terms of fairs, intro lectures, and info booklets, others were lackluster. Some students found module descriptions to be misleading and were unhappy with their choices. Lecturers prefer interested students who fully engage and interact with course content. To address this challenge, we have constructed this opportunity statement. How might we help university students make better informed decisions on elective modules for their personal and career needs, while also allowing past students to voice their opinions and ensuring lecturers receive engaged and interested students?